Okay, so finally I have all the tags needed for these presents. So just going to click the last one now. I had to transfer in-game one of them from a warlock, put it in the vault, go back on my hunt to get it out of the vault, which is kind of annoying, but anyway, nearly completed the freaking book and got Saladin's tag. Now I'm going to do a quick prediction. I think Xur is most likely to give you a ton of strange coins, most of like whatever. I don't think he's going to give you any weapons, but he sells exotics. So the people he works for, the agents of the Nine or whatever, probably going to give you an exotic. So there's a chance the new heavy weapon might be in there. The Year 3 icebreaker is out of the Nightfall stuff. That's nothing to do with the presents, apparently. I can't really. Like I've been staying away from YouTube videos because I want to be surprised what's in them. So Zer's my favourite, so I'm going to do him last. Saladin, obviously Iron Banner guy. Give me something good. Okay, obviously the days of Iron fucking things. Doesn't look too good. I was expecting like 5 things. Like that, that's pretty fucking good. I was not expecting the treasure. And so it gives, yes. That was so obvious. Okay, the engrams was not expecting that, but the new heavy and the strange coins was obvious. But freaking hell, he's got a treasure. Like, I was expecting us to give us these as many as possible. Like, you can buy them as well, which is obviously for people who have money. More enough to spend on this. I'm gonna open that right now, why not? And we get some good stuff. Not a sparrow, I do want a sparrow. Sparrow? Sparrow. Okay, we get something for the thorn, which isn't my favourite. Oh, what? Oh, you have to do a quest to get it. Okay, that's fair enough. I'm gonna do the engrams. Why not? By the way, do this on your highest character, because I mean the engrams will still come out the same. Suppose you could do it on any character really. But until we get a couple of pieces of shit that are 385, I'm guessing. Yeah. Hopefully these will be high. We get the Thunderlord. That's 3 times in a row on Hunter. What the fuck is their problem with? At least it's higher. That's all I'm saying. It's giving me that on this character as well. It's for a Titan. And that'll be higher on my Titan, to be honest, so. Okay, we get this, which. I don't really like the look of that. It's like. I can't see it all for a start. I don't really like that. But yes, that's what you get from those presents, which. I've had to do sparrow racing for, which I don't fucking get at all. Like, people knock me out of the way all the time. And it's not the L1 and R1 thing where you shift to the left and right, which I figured out in the last 4 races. It's actually very useful to go through the gates. If you're just going to miss it, if you click L1 or R1, it shifts you to either way. Okay, I've got to do this, go around and talk to people. Yeah, sparrow racing, I just don't get it. It's like, it gives you, it's an event, so it gives you higher leveled up, armour. And it's got me up, I think, 2 light levels, which is good, I guess, but I don't know, I tried to do the hard raid earlier. For some reason, the challenge mode is something you have to do, like it's mandatory. Like, I know you get an extra chest or whatever, but it's like, can we just, like, once, all we needed was 1 last round. And on that damage mode we would have killed him, but someone said no, it's wipe because we can't do the challenge mode. I'm like, what the fuck? But anyway, I'm glad I don't have to do any more sparrow racing because that's just mindfuck. To be honest, I don't mind doing it. I know if I did 25 races and a few other the bounties, well, challenges, I'd do it. So just even if I was like dead last, I was just sitting there getting through it. And actually finished top 3 about 15 times. Because at the end, for some reason, if you're behind someone, you just get out their slipstream, and on the boost, you just go straight past them. But yeah, people kept knocking me out of the way, knocking me into stuff and off the map sometimes. And I was like, how come even when I try to do it, I can never do it? I don't do it by accident, and even when I try to nudge someone, it just made me go over or under them. Or through them in some cases. I was just like, what? How does that even make sense? Because they're clearly bashing into me on purpose. So that's kind of weird. And there were some times where I went through the crate, but because my camera wasn't inside the crate, and I know that sounds weird, but that's actually how it works, because some people miss them but aim their camera inside it. So if they miss it to the left, they would move their camera around to the right, and it actually counts as getting the crate, and you get the boost. So it's kind of weird. There's just a ton of people just spawned in and not moving. Okay. So I like the video if you enjoyed. I have been working incredibly hard to get all them tags. It's not actually that hard, it was just me not wanting to do sparrow races. Really enjoying the new bounties on the strikes. It's making people do a lot more strikes and nightfalls. And I've also learned that account wide, so not for each character, but when you do your first nightfall of the week, you'll definitely get a skeleton key, which I think is amazing because it looks like, because the nightfall this week was a remade one, which is one I quite liked. I'm not too sure about it now. They've added something in which makes it have a damage phase, but it's sort of like, I don't know, it's enjoyable sometimes with good people, but like the only thing that anyone's ever got out of that skeleton key box at the end of the nightfall is a Titan cape or whatever. So I think if they keep doing that, like there's only one piece of armor or a weapon or something, like I think that's good, because then you can just do the nightfall, get a skeleton key and get the box and get that specific thing, which I think is really good. Like if it was a weapon, obviously you'd want to do it, you know, you'd have to, well, that's the thing, you wouldn't mind having to get 3 keys, because apparently they've made that bigger now. Before it was once every 5 strikes, people were getting 1 key every 5 strikes, but now they've made it more available, so more will drop, but I don't see why, because that would be like once every 3 strikes or something. But yeah, especially if the nightfall skeleton key gives you a box, weapon, sorry, then obviously you have to get these bounties. You have to get all these bounties, and then just do the normal Seaver strike list, not the heroic, because they're longer. And apparently people have said that it doesn't matter, the keys still drop the same amount on heroic or not. So normal Seaver playlist, get all these bounties done. You should get 3 keys basically. Yeah, but you only need 2, don't you? If you want to get the gun 3 times. So yeah, works out really well. So yeah, it's a shame though, because there's all this hype about Destiny 2 and everything, it being revealed at E3 next year. And I know that's quite a while away, but it's still like, you know, I suppose if it's September, which is their normal release date, this game would have got a bit boring by then. But at the minute, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm kind of like, can everyone just focus on this game like it's not near the end of it, because it's just got like really interesting. And apparently in Destiny 2, the tower's going to be destroyed, which is going to be fucking annoying.